Alright guys, Geordie Prepper here with the next video of getting prepared. We're talking about base layers and I'm going to show you two types here. Talk about the advantages and disadvantages of both. But I just want to say guys, base layers, especially base layers and clothing that you have is a good thing to have, especially like for your legs. A lot of people when they're buying warm insulated clothing, they always just buy something for the top, top half of the body. But your legs, very, very important that you look after your legs and keep your legs warm because there's a lot of blood that runs through your legs. So having a good base layer of whatever type, you get. I mean, as long as you're comfortable with it, it's within your price range and you try it out and you're comfortable, use it, and get a system which keeps your legs warm and is going to make you basically more comfortable, especially in colder climates, because if your legs are cold, it can really affect your performance of your whole body, really. So, two base layer systems I've got here, both for the leggings and for your top half of your body. So the first one here is this Helicon. This is more of a synthetic material than the second system I'm showing you. It's quite restrictive. It's got that restrictive, tight feeling about it when you're wearing it. So you definitely know that you're wearing it. I've had this one for a number of years now. And I wear it all the time. Which is why it's got some holes in it. Like I said, it's a tight fit. So if you walk a lot, if you're fell walking, if you're working out, exercising, and you're moving your legs, stretching, then this is going to be just more susceptible to stretching and wearing out in certain areas. It's going to chafe because it's got that real tighter fit, basically. Like I said, I've had this for a few years now, but I've never had to buy a new set. I've never had to replace this one yet. I still use it even with the holes. It doesn't affect the performance of it. What I like about these leggings here on the Helicon is that tight restricting feeling. Obviously it can have some negative effects, like you don't have as much movement in your legs. So if that's important, that's one thing to consider. But the leggings, I wear the leggings all the time. The top half, I don't really wear it anymore. It's made of the same material. There's a lot of disadvantages to this top half. When you're sweating and you're exerting yourself, this just kind of soaks up the sweat like a sponge. Now, it's advertised as the military using this, but I can't really see people in the military using it, especially in hot climates, because you would just be sweating all the time and it would just soak it up like a sponge. But if you for bugging in, more of a sedentary base layer system, this would be really, really excellent. Because it does make a big difference. You know when you're wearing it because you're a lot warmer. And it's just an extra layer to have, really. And it's got that restrictive feeling, which I quite like. I don't mind if clothes are loose, but I quite like that restricted feeling, to be honest. And with the top half, it's not as restrictive to your movement as what the bottom half of the system is. So yeah, it's decent. I mean, it's cheaper than the next one I'm going to show you. So if you just want to get yourself a base layer, then check it out. There'll be a link to it down below anyways. So. But the best layer system I would recommend, guys, is Merino wool. Now, you don't have to get anything that's 100% Merino wool. I'm not sure if anything that I've seen online is actually 100%, even this. But the qualities that Merino wool adds, like I was talking about in the socks, Merino wool socks are just next level, So the base layer here is just completely next level. It's unbelievable how much better this is compared to the Helicon. It's just unbelievable. Obviously I've got the one for men, so you've got your flap here. so you can whip your junk out, have a waz in the forest or the desert or whatever. And it's a lot looser. The waistband is like elasticated as well. I mean, the Helicon one is as well, but this one comes up further up your body, your waist. Comes well past your waist, this one. I don't know whether that's maybe because I've got a size too big, but I think a size smaller would be too small, and you've got to be really, really careful how you treat this. So this is hand wash only. With the Helicon, you can just dump it in with any other dog clothing, put it in the washing machine on a long cycle, and it'd be fine. With the Merino wool here, it's hand wash only, but I tend to just put on a 30-degree, very, very shortest cycle that your washing machine could do, and I've not had a problem with it. This is like the midweight version, so I've got the lightweight version on now at the minute. This is 200 GSM or 150, and this one's 250. I think this is classed as the midweight one. There is like a heavyweight, so it's a lot more dense. It's a lot harder to see through it. Obviously, I bought this for like a winter time because we had quite a bit of cold weather over the winter. So I thought that I'd better buy the heavier weight one. And it works really, really well. I mean, if you're doing anything outside, I would just recommend you get a Merino wool base layer, because honestly, like, you'll be so much more comfortable. Your people that you work with or whatever activity you're doing, if they haven't got a Merino wool base layer, they're going to be complaining about feeling cold, too hot, sweating, and you're just going to be sitting there nice and comfortable. Because from everything I've seen, Merino wool, it's not really like an insulating layer. I mean, it does have insulating properties because obviously you're going to be wearing it. It's an extra layer of clothing, so it is going to have an insulating property to a certain degree. But I think what Merino wool its big advantages over other types of material is that it helps your body regulate your temperature a lot better. So you never really feel like you're getting too warm with Merino wool. You're just not getting cold. It's hard to explain unless you wear it, guys, and I would really recommend that you get a Merino wool base layer. Unless you actually get one and wear it, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's unbelievable how much better this is over the Helicon system. It's unbelievable. Now the top, again, it's looser fitting than what I would say the Helicon is. It really does wick away sweat a lot better. It doesn't retain sweat. Obviously, if you're doing a lot of exertive activities like walking, foul walking, you're sweating a lot. It is going to absorb it, obviously, because it's next to your skin. But it just evaporates from the Merino wool just so much better. And obviously it varies the amount of Merino wool which might be in a base layer. So if you are looking at base layers online, it might say 80%, it might say 100% Merino wool. But basically, I think anything with Merino wool in it, you notice that just how much better it is. It wicks away sweat a lot better. It doesn't feel, I mean, it feels amazing next to your skin as well, which is a good thing. It doesn't irritate, it doesn't scratch. Honestly, I'm going to run out of words and praise for just how good Merino wool is. So all I'm going to say, guys, is this is what I recommend if you're prepping. Don't buy anything else. Just get a base layer system for your leggings and your top, which has Merino wool in it and which you can afford. Now, obviously, it's Merino wool, so you are going to pay a bit more. To be honest, I think this is probably one of the most expensive clothing items that I get, if you're just talking about per item. So you're talking £50 plus. But like I said, just the quality, the benefits that it brings is just unbelievable. So I'll end it there, guys. Base layers, very important. Don't ignore getting a base layer. Budget that into your clothing for prepping. You won't regret it. You definitely won't regret it. So take care, be prepared. This has been Geordie Prepper, and I'll see you in the next one. Geordie Prepper here. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and share the video too if you did. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and some constructive feedback is always welcomed. The Preppers Discord server is always available to talk to myself and other preppers about prepping and other relevant topics. My other social media is on screen now. You can follow me there, and I usually just use it to post when new videos are available. Don't forget to be safe and be prepared, and also check your preps.